Hello, little dreamers. Welcome to Sweet Dreams. Tonight, we have another wonderful bedtime story filled with inspiration and wonder. Get ready to go on an exciting journey to see the story of Spike the baby dinosaur. Let's begin. In a sunny valley, far, far away, lived a little dino named Spike. Spike was a small Stegosaurus with big, spiky plates on his back. His scales were a soft shade of green, just like the leaves on the trees around him. But Spike wasn't happy with his green color. Every day, he would look at the bright blue sky, the yellow flowers, the orange sunsets, and the pink blossoms, and he would sigh. Why am I just plain green? Spike would wonder. Why am I just plain green? Spike would wonder. He loved the other colors of the world and thought they were far more exciting than his simple green. One day, Spike decided he wanted a change. I want to be a different color, he declared to himself. Something fun, something bright. So Spike set out on an adventure through the valley, determined to find a way to change his color. As Spike walked along, he spotted Ruby, a bright red bird, perched high in a tree. Her feathers were the color of ripe berries, and she shimmered in the sunlight. "Ruby!" Spike called out. "You have such beautiful red feathers. How did you get to be so red?" Ruby flew down and perched on a low branch. "Oh, Spike, I was born this way, but red suits me just fine. Why do you ask?" Spike sighed. "I don't like being green. I want to be a bright, fun color like you." Ruby tilted her head. "Well, have you tried rolling in berries? There are plenty of red berries in the forest. Maybe they will turn you red like me." Spike's eyes lit up. "That's a great idea. Thanks, Ruby." Spike hurried to the berry bushes. He found a patch of juicy red berries and squished them between his toes. Then, he rolled and rolled in the berry juice until he was covered from head to tail in sticky, red goo. Spike looked down at himself. "Wow, I'm red!" he exclaimed. He couldn't wait to show off his new color. He trotted over to the nearby pond to see his reflection. But when Spike looked into the water, he was disappointed. His red color was splotchy and uneven. The juice was already starting to drip off, leaving his green skin peeking through. "Oh no," Spike groaned. "This doesn't look right at all." Feeling sad, Spike washed off the berry juice in the pond and continued on his way. As Spike wandered further, he spotted a bright yellow butterfly fluttering nearby. Her wings were like tiny rays of sunshine, glowing in the warm light. "Sunny!" Spike called out. "Your wings are so yellow and bright. How did you get to be so yellow?" Sunny gently landed on Spike's nose and smiled. "I was born with yellow wings, Spike, but why do you ask?" "I want to be a different color," Spike explained. "I tried to be red, but it didn't work. Maybe yellow would be better." Sunny thought for a moment. "Why not try rolling in flowers? There are plenty of yellow flowers around here. Maybe their pollen will turn you yellow, like me." Spike's eyes lit up again. "That's a great idea. Thanks, Sunny." Spike found a field full of yellow flowers. He rolled and rolled in the soft petals, covering himself in yellow pollen. Soon, his green scales were hidden beneath a fine layer of golden powder. Spike raced back to the pond to see his new look. He leaned over the water and stared at his reflection. But once again, Spike was disappointed. The yellow pollen was thin and dusty, and it blew away in the breeze as soon as he moved. It wasn't sticking to his scales at all. "Oh no," Spike sighed. "This doesn't look right either." With a heavy heart, Spike washed off the pollen in the pond and continued his journey. As Spike walked along the riverbank, he noticed a little blue lizard sunning himself on a rock. The lizard's scales shimmered like the deep blue of the ocean. "Blue!" Spike called out. "Your scales are such a lovely shade of blue. How did you get to be so blue?" Blue opened one eye and looked up at Spike. I was born with blue scales, Spike. Why do you ask? I want to be a different color, Spike explained. I've tried red and yellow, but neither worked. Maybe blue will suit me. Blue chuckled softly. Why not try swimming in the river? The water is blue today. Maybe it will help turn you blue like me. Spike nodded eagerly. That's a great idea. Thanks, Blue. Spike waded into the river, letting the cool blue water wash over him. He swam and splashed, hoping the blue color of the water would seep into his scales. After a while, Spike climbed out of the river and shook himself off. He hurried to the pond to check his reflection. But when Spike looked into the water, he realized that nothing had changed. He was still the same green Stegosaurus he had always been. Oh no, Spike moaned. This didn't work either. Feeling defeated, Spike sat down by the pond and stared at his reflection. He had tried so hard to change his color, but nothing had worked. Maybe he was just meant to be green after all. As Spike sat there, feeling sad, his mama, a large and gentle Stegosaurus, came walking by. She noticed the sad look on Spike's face and nuzzled him gently. Spike, what's wrong? Mama Stego asked. Spike sighed and looked up at her. I don't like being green, Mama. I tried to be red, yellow, and blue, but nothing worked. I just want to be a different color. Mama Stego smiled and sat down beside him. Oh, Spike, I understand how you feel, but being green isn't a bad thing. Look around you. Spike looked up and saw the trees with their green leaves, the soft green grass under his feet, and the green plants that grew all around the valley. Green is everywhere, Mama Stego said gently. It's the color of life and growth. You blend in perfectly with the world around you. And besides, your green scales make you special. They're a part of who you are. Spike thought about what his mama said. He looked at his reflection in the pond once more, but this time he saw things differently. His green scales didn't seem so plain anymore. They shimmered in the sunlight, and the spiky plates on his back looked tall and proud. I guess green isn't so bad, Spike admitted. I do kind of like it now. Mama Stego smiled and gave Spike a gentle nudge. You don't need to change to be special, Spike. You're perfect just the way you are. From that day on, Spike no longer wished to be a different color. He realized that being green was something to be proud of. He still loved the bright colors of the world, but he knew that his own green color was just as important. Spike spent his days exploring the valley, playing in the fields of flowers, and splashing in the river, happy with the way he looked. And whenever he saw a colorful bird, a bright butterfly, or a shiny lizard, he smiled to himself. Because now he knew that being green was his own special way of fitting into the beautiful, colorful world around him. And that was it for today's little friends. If you enjoyed this magical fairy tale, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and check out our channel for more enchanting stories. Until next time, may your days be filled with wonder and joy. Goodbye.